Hey guys, hope you and the families are doing well. In this short YouTube video, I'd like to help you with your swing trading, specifically your stock selection when you are swing trading. And I'm going to teach you how to analyze stocks on a group and thematic basis. So looking for stocks from similar groups, from similar themes to set up around the same time. So I'm going to teach you the characteristics to be looking for, but also how you can make your day-to-day screening more efficient. Market Surge are today's video sponsor. They're my go-to resource for analyzing company fundamentals. If you're interested in a discounted trial, then you'll find a link to that in the description and the comment section below. So let's just get straight on into the video. Let me give you a high level overview. So Alamos Gold is a recent precious metal miner that I targeted, bought it on the 26th of February 2025 after it put in this inside bar, which is also what I call a shakeout demand tail on the 10-day EMA on the 25th of February. But there were some other things that I was noticing going on in the precious metal miner space on the 25th of February. So that's what we're going to be talking about for why did I pick Alamos Gold on this day. So the video is really going to focus on stock selection in specific areas of the market, in specific groups, in specific themes that are displaying one relative strength but two constructive basing action, and then they form what I call a trigger bar, a shakeout demand tail, or a gap down reverse bar. So I'll just put up on the screen now, okay, what a trigger bar looks like, what a shakeout demand tail looks like, and what a gap down reversal bar looks like, because these are the type, when I'm swing trading, these are the type of daily candlesticks that I'm looking for. But I don't just want a kind of lone wolf stock that it's just one precious metal miner that looks strong. Okay, ideally I want lots of stocks from that specific group or theme to look strong and be displaying constructive basing action or pullbacks around one or more key daily moving averages. So those key daily moving averages are going to be the 10-day EMA, the 21-day EMA, and also the 50-day simple period moving average, potentially the 65-day EMA as well. So let me just give you a high level overview of what I'm seeing on the 25th of February when I'm doing my scanning, and then I'll take you through how you can potentially make your day-to-day screening more efficient so you can identify these types of opportunities, whether it be precious metal miners, whether it be banking stocks, whether it be software stocks, whether it be semiconductors or biotechs or whatever it may be. Okay, so what I'm seeing AGI do on the 25th of February is it's forming this inside bar and it's this shakeout demand tail. Okay, I really like those shakeout demand tails, especially if it's an inside bar leading stock displaying relative strength. So when AGI is forming this shakeout demand tail and inside bar, I'm noticing that Agnico Eagle Mines is forming this big 21-day EMA shakeout demand tail. Interesting, that's been one of the institutional leaders of the precious metal miner space. If we look at Wheaton Precious Metals, again, one of the bigger boys of the group, what do I see? Well, I see another shakeout demand tail on the 10-day EMA. If I look at Pan American Silver, it's more of a silver stock obviously as opposed to a gold miner, but what I see was actually back-to-back shakeout demand tails around its 21-day EMA. And then I take a look at GDX, again 25th of February, what do I see? There's a nice shakeout demand tail here. Okay, it's pulled back down, shakeout demand tail underneath the 21-day EMA. So in particular here, GDX has formed a nice big shakeout demand tail. It's a very constructive bar, and then you have leading stocks like Alamos Gold, which is displaying relative strength across multiple durations. Okay, Alamos Gold is not shaking out at the 21-day EMA. No, it's so strong. It's actually just going to form an inside bar and hang on here around its 10-day EMA. You can also see as GDX here just makes a lower low. What do you notice with Alamos Gold? Well, Alamos Gold doesn't do that. Alamos Gold puts in a higher low. Alamos Gold is showing a lot of relative strength versus the applicable group theme ETF being GDX. So this is then how I'm trying to dial in as I do this. This is how I'm then trying to dial in and identify the leading stock. So for me this session, Wheaton Precious Metal was a very strong stock to be looking to target for the 26th with a buy stop limit order through the high, stop loss underneath the low, or I decided to go for Alamos Gold. For me, Alamos Gold had shown more relative strength across a longer duration. I think it's a bit more of a leader. So I was targeting Alamos Gold on the 26th of February, buy stop limit order, target it through the high of that shakeout demand tail and inside bar, stop loss ascent underneath the low of the bar. Okay, but what I'm doing here is you may go, well, how am I going to easily do that, Jack? Like, that sounds complicated. How do you find all this? Well, what I do, okay, every day in terms of my screening, I run a really basic uptrend template. Okay, it's so simple. In essence, I'm really just looking for stocks that are above their 200-day simple period moving average. Sometimes I'll put in above their 100-day simple period moving average. I want the 20-day ADR percentage to be greater than 2%. Okay, so this is the 20-day average daily range percentage of the stock. I want it to be above 2%. Okay, I want stocks with a little bit of movement. The average for the Qs and the SPYs, if you take an average over the course of a year, is about 1%. So I want stocks that are quicker than the major indexes. I put in there a minimum some liquidity filter as well. So you could do an average dollar volume, say over a 50-day basis, or you could do an average volume on, say, a 30-day basis. Again, depends whether you're using, say, a market surge, a TradingView, a TC2000, my screener, whatever it may be, right? But what I'm really just trying to do there is I'm trying to look for stocks that are in the context of an uptrend, so they're above their 200-day. I want a basic liquidity filter there as well, and I also want the stocks to have a 20-day ADR percentage of over 2%. So there's a little bit of movement there, quicker invariably than the major index. Okay, then what I do here is the real kind of nugget from this video, if there is one, is you may have 500 results, 1,000 results, 1,500 results. You can kind of tweak those criteria. If you want stocks that are not just above the 200, you want them above the 50, then add the 50 in there, okay? It's obviously going to decrease the amount of results. But here's the thing, group them via industry group. I know it sounds so simple, but it's so effective, and it will make your screening so much more efficient as well. Because if you can group those 500 results, 1,000 results, 1,500 results, 2,000 results, whatever it may be, okay, if you can group them via industry group, your pattern recognition will pick up on, hang on a minute, as you start going through and you get to the precious metal miners, you'll go, hang on a minute, AEM, there's my dyslexia, AEM, Agnico, Eagle Mines, that's looking quite constructive. It's got this big shakeout to Martel. Hang on a minute, Wheaton Precious Metals, let's shake out to Martel at the 10-day. Then you get to Alamos and you go, that's an inside bar, shake out to Martel at the 10-day. Pan American Silver, inside bar, shake out to Martel 21-day EMA. And you'll see it with stock after stock after stock in this specific theme for this day. And then you can go and go, well, let me go take a quick look at, say, GDX or SIL would be the silver miner ETF. What are they doing? Wow, that's interesting. Big shakeout to Martels at the 21-day EMA. That's pretty constructive action to see. Well, precious metal miners are suddenly looking like a real pocket for tomorrow. It's almost, when I see this type of action on the 25th of February, it's like the proverbial sprinter is getting into the starting block. This is, again, with my mental representations for how I view stocks, how I trade stocks, how I screen for stocks and try and position myself in areas that I think are about to move higher. I'm looking for those trigger bars, those shakeout to Martels, those gap down reversal bars. And the more stocks from a specific group, from a specific theme that I see them in, and if I see the group ETF, the theme ETF doing it as well, I really want to be focused there, because I think money is going to quite quickly flow into this area. It's not just going to be me that is seeing this constructive pullback action and or basing action. Maybe it's building a Darvis box, a flag, a wedge, a pennant, a VCP, a cup and out, whatever it may be, but you're potentially seeing that in the theme ETF, the group ETF. You're seeing it in the leading stocks. Okay, they're pulling in little kind of flag Darvis box for AGI along its 10-day EMA. Agnico, okay, pullback, big shakeout, institutional leader shaking out at the 21-day EMA. Wheaton Precious Metal, 10-day EMA, shakeout to Martel. So if you can run a basic uptrend template, okay, and then group those however many results you have via industry group. So then as you're going through, okay, you'll see, oh, hang on a minute, the airlines look really interesting. Then you'll get into, say, the biotechs and go, well, biotechs are looking really interesting. And then maybe you'll get down into software and you go, what? Hang on a minute, there's loads of software stocks that look really constructive, displaying a lot of relative strength versus the major indexes. They're setting up nicely, nice kind of flags, wedges, Darvis boxes, cup and handle, VC, whatever it may be, along their 10-day, 21-day EMA. Then you can try and dial in and go, okay, well, what is the leader of this group? I'm seeing the group, I'm seeing the constructive action. So for me, when I see GDX forming this big shakeout to Martel, it's the points that I was making, okay? Alamos Gold did not pull back with the group. Alamos Gold actually puts in this high-low inside bar on the 10-day EMA. These are then the subtleties. So let's say it's semiconductors, okay? And you're then looking at SMH would be the ETF there, and you're looking at Nvidia, you're looking at Broadcom, you're looking at AMD, you're looking at SMCR, and then you say, well, hang on a minute, those stocks are there, okay, they're displaying constructive action. They aren't right now, but just this example. But then you say, well, hang on a minute, there's this semiconductor stock that IPO'd 18 months ago, and the relative strength on it is absolutely outstanding. Like, this looks like the real leader of the pack. But it's only really when you're grouping your results together in terms of your screen results via industry group will you notice those nuances as I elbow the table. Will you notice those kind of nuances and those subtleties for what groups and themes are looking constructive, and then where are the real leading stocks within those. So I hope that short YouTube video was helpful for you in terms of getting you to think about your day-to-day screening, some of the things to be looking for, and doing much more kind of group and thematic work, because the market is just absolutely algo dominated. And I think if you can pick up on these nuances, pick up on these subtleties that I was trying to teach you in this video, it will hopefully be helpful for you. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for supporting the YouTube channel. And as always, I look forward to seeing you in a future video.